This is a HeadGum podcast.
Here's a question. What is Care/of? Care of is a monthly subscription vitamin service made from effective, quality ingredients, personally tailored for your exact needs. So I got an email and they were like, take this quiz. So I took a quiz, super easy, super fun, super chill, lots of pictures, truly kept me engaged, bright colors, good for me. And it literally designed the vitamins that I should be taking. And truly, I read through it and I was like, this is right. I should be taking these vitamins. And there's tons of benefits to vitamins. So even if you try to maintain a healthy diet, guess what? It can be hard to get all those nutrients your body needs for long-term health. Vitamins also fill the important gaps that your body is missing from your diet. And get this, 90%. That's a lot of people. That's almost all the people. They fall short of the FDA recommended guidelines for at least one vitamin or nutrient. Also, the recommendations are built on clinical research with traditional medicine, with input from doctors and nutritionists. It includes individually wrapped packets with your specific vitamins and supplements for easy grab and go. Because you can't be shaking stuff out of bottles being like, what's this and the other thing? Nope, these are just wrapped up for you. And guess what? It costs about 20% less when compared to similar brands at drugstores and local health food stores. So for 25% off your first month of personalized Care of vitamins, visit careof.com and enter the promo code DATEME for 25%. I'm saying it again because you might have missed it, but you get 25% of your first month of personalized vitamins via Care of. Visit takecareof.com. The promo code is DATEME. What a treat. You'll be swallowing big old vitamins in no time. Bye-bye. Why won't you date me? Why won't you date me? Why won't you date me? Please tell me why. Oh boy, welcome to Why Won't You Date Me, a podcast where I explore why I'm still single, even though I'll do butt stuff. My guest today is very funny. She's very talented. You know her from MTV's Awkward, Molly Tarlov. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
It means the world. We've been meaning to get together for a very long time.
I know.
Just texting back and forth, and it never came to fruition.
Yes. And here we are.
Like unsure of words today. You just got married, right?
Yeah,
A
2
year
weeks
ago?
it'll be a year.
Okay. How long were you together before you got married?
2 years.
So you've been together all together for 3.
Yeah.
That's nice. And he is very handsome. Where did you meet him?
Thank you. I met him at brunch.
Really?
Yeah. We were at the same restaurant, and I knew a girl over at his table, and I went over and said hi, and I was like in one of my phases, you know, where I'm like, you know, I feel like you've seen me in some of my phases.
A little brash.
Maybe. I don't know, but I was like, okay, that dude, like, he's going to find me later. And then I put a hex on him, I guess.
So you met at a restaurant.
Yeah.
You were like, hey, boy, hey. And then did you give him your number? Or
No,
he literally found you?
Well, I like hung out with them for a little while after my party finished their grits and left. And I was like, more drinks for everybody. And then I was like, I'm going to see Foxcatcher. And he was like, oh, I saw that movie. It was good. And then I was like, well, I'm leaving to go see it because I have a strong, independent woman of substance and I have things to do. Then I went and saw Foxcatcher and I was like, this dude was wrong. That movie was so slow. Did you see it?
No. This is with Steve Carell.
Yeah.
And there's wrestling.
Channing Tatum and
So maybe
Mark
I did
Ruffalo.
see some of it, but I don't remember it.
I mean, depending on who directed it and if they're a big fan of Why Won't You Date Me, I loved it. But otherwise, and then when I got out, he had found me on Twitter.
So then did he DM you, or were you like tweeting
Then there was like
back
a
and
group
forth?
text started because we were all like, we made such funny jokes at brunch. We have to like have a TV show or something. So there was like a group text, and then I was like, all right, I'm done with this group text thing. So I like ghosted.
You ghosted him?
No, I ghosted the group text.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how did he ask you out? What was your first date like?
He was like, what are your, oh, I remember this exactly. He was like, what are your thoughts on sugarfish? And I was like, positive. Because, you know.
I've never been to Sugarfish. That's just sushi,
But
right?
do you like sushi?
I like cucumber avocado rolls and avocado rolls.
Okay, but like not at all. You don't like sushi?
Okay.
Okay.
It's
okay, I'm gonna.
cold and slimy.
No, I know, but I will say because like I didn't grow up eating sushi. Like we both know, not the best like yellowtail on the Hudson River. But I started eating fish like when I moved to LA, and sugarfish it's pretty good, but you can't get a you can get a cucumber avocado roll there.
I can?
Yeah, but like that's it.
Then
That's
I'll
your only
go.
safe choice.
Do they have tempura?
No.
Oh.
I know.
So it's like real authentic sushi?
No, it's like it's like they bring it out. It's like you order, it's called Trust Me Light or Trust Me Nozawa, and there's
What?
like, or you can
Trust
order
me?
a la carte, which like my husband did at the time, which is like psychotic.
Why is that psychotic? I don't understand sushi culture.
This is not even regular sushi culture. It's like
Okay.
sugarfish culture.
So wait, a la carte, doesn't a la carte just mean, what does a la carte mean?
Just like I want, instead of going like, I'll take a Trust Me, because they're like,
What's a trust me?
us.
So they'll just make you things and then you just eat
Well,
it?
it's the same thing. It's like 2 pieces of yellowtail, 2 pieces of salmon, 2 pieces of tuna, then like a crab hand roll and a toro hand roll. Edamame and sashimi to start. This is really, really taking a hard left.
Then what happened? Then did you guys were you immediately like, this is the man I want to marry
No.
and I love him?
No, okay. So we actually both, after we met, he asked me out, but we were both doing some traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You and I think, were in Miami together.
Ah, yes.
It was Thanksgiving and then Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we were like texting a lot that whole week or whatever. He asked me for a picture of my dog for the background of his phone.
How long had you been dating at that point?
No, we hadn't even gone on a date.
Didn't you find that frightening?
I mean, no, of course not.
I would be like, well, why does she want a picture of my dog?
I mean, he was like,
But your dog is very cute.
Thank you. But your dogs are very cute too.
Thank you.
One of them's kind of mean.
Uh-huh.
But no, I mean, I don't know. It was something like, there was something about him that I was like, oh, this dude like kind of gets it, which was surprising because like a lot of dudes don't, you know? And whatever, it was just like hard in the paint flirting, you know what I mean? And came back, went on this date. Then we went and got a drink. We went to Birds. And then we went and walked Franny, my dog. And then he hugged me. And then he came back in for the second hug. And Franny started barking. And he left. And I was like, this dude's in love with me. And then he was like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And I feel like we come from the same place. And like, I can't get into anything serious right now. And I'm like,
oh, no.
me scoozy? Like, we didn't even
You didn't kiss? He just hugged you twice?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I just didn't want to, I don't know. You're the one with my dog on the background of your phone. And he's like, we vibe too much. And I was like, okay, whatever. It was just like another situation where like the dude can't hang, you know? And then like 2.5 months later, we met up again. And I was very like, I was giving him the...
Like kind of standoffish? Like, what
yeah,
are
it was
you
like
doing?
trepidatious. But you know what? This is actually, I was withholding of my shining personality, you know? Like, he's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, no questions. Like, like during the setting up the hang, I was like, I'm not answering any of your questions. I have to see what this deal is. So then
I think that's smart. It's interesting when a dude is into you, but then says, oh, wait, I have other things to take care of and I can't do this right now. And then they come back and they're like, actually, I do want to hang out with you. And it's a mixed signal. So I think it's smart to withhold a little bit.
Yeah.
Just be like, you can't have all of me again.
Yeah.
I already gave you a lot of me and then you closed a door. And now you want to open it again?
Right. And I actually, like, I say this, and I would say this to you. I say this to, like, my smart and funny friends. Like, you know the saying, like, why would they buy the cow when they can get the milk for free? And it's about sex. But, like, to my, like, friends that are amazing and smart and funny, I'm like, that is about your conversation. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, like, we have to, like, play games with everybody, but I'm kind of like, they have to, like, earn a little bit of, like, it's really fucking fun to, like, be texting with me for hours on end. So, like, of course a guy would just do that instead of, like, ask you to dinner.
That, I think, is really good advice because I said it before on the podcast, but I feel like texting creates false intimacy. And then I think if you're just texting a guy, then it might get into his brain. He's like, I don't need to see her. I've been talking to her all day.
I know. It's very odd because, like, we're supposed to think that, like, guys care about sex all the time. But I see it now, like, all of my friends, like, these guys will literally just, like, carry on these, like, relationships over text with them for, like, months.
For months and months and months.
It's insane.
It's very, I guess it's, maybe men do it because you could do it to multiple women.
Yeah. And, like,
know.
I mean, I think that, like, you know, it's nice to have, like, text pop up and whatever. So that might be entertaining, I guess. And especially if it's, like, a good, like, you get a little smile out of it. But, yeah, I'm just, like, I don't, I mean, you don't go and do comedy for free, do you? You do?
Yes.
When?
All the time.
Okay, fine.
Well, I mean, I get paid to do comedy, but, like, in LA, I'll do free shows.
Okay.
Because I'm working on shit.
You know what I mean.
But I absolutely know what you mean.
So, anyway. So then we went on that. We met up again, and I was very trepidatious, but he made a joke that was funny. And so then I, like, softened up a little bit. And then he kept asking me out, like, constantly. And, like, 4 months after that day, like, to the day, he proposed to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were together for only 4 months before he proposed? But then your engagement was?
Like, over a year and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. That's nice, because 4 months seems sudden.
I know.
But, I don't know, a long engagement's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because you're like, it's coming. We're
I
going
know.
to do it.
It was weird, though, because, like, there would be times where I'd be like, this would be the time you would propose. But, like, I was like, oh, fuck.
It's like, but you already did it.
Yeah. I'm like, he was like, I don't even remember when he was my boyfriend. And not because we've been together for so long, but because it was, like, I mean, he was my boyfriend 3 weeks after that first. And then, so he was my boyfriend for 3 months and a week.
That's wild. I love it. Were you ever on dating apps or no?
Not the ones you think of these days, but, like,
What were you on, Craigslist?
no, I was on JDate like 8 years ago.
Yes.
I met up with a guy one time. It was not a match. I didn't realize, but, like, I don't think the apps now, they probably do, but they have ones that are, like, they have, like, chats that are pre-programmed that are, like, kind of funny, like, quippy.
Oh, yeah. I don't think apps do that anymore.
I think, like, probably Match or something does.
Maybe. So JDate would give you little things to say to people?
Well, I realized when I met up with him, and I was like, how did that go so wrong? That his, like, first thing was like
so he sent you, like, a pre-written thing that was, like, cute and witty.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't cute and witty.
Yeah.
I see. I was
Also-
on J-Date for a minute.
Really?
For a hot second.
Did you go out with anyone from there?
No! Everyone would be like, why are you here? I was
Really?
Like, all right. That's very rude.
Well, that's another thing is like I'm not religious and like I'm married to like someone who was raised very Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess coming from New York, I didn't realize that it was like actually a thing where people wanted to meet Jews. I can't read very well. So.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah, but
I didn't know that.
I'm not like religious.
Did you know Jews aren't white?
I don't know.
I was so confused when people started saying that.
When?
This year, people are like, Jews aren't white. I was like, wait, what? Because I grew up in Jersey around a ton of Jewish people, and I was like,
know.
they're white people.
But there are less Jews in the world than people in California.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You just like know half of them.
That's so crazy to me because I grew up with so many Jewish
I know.
kids, and we had off for like all the Jewish holidays. And then when I talked to other people, they're like, no, we don't have Yom Kippur off. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How disrespectful. What about the Jewish people there?
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever.
I mean, it's a big because it comes up on 23andMe.
Jewish?
Yeah. Like
Oh.
Ashkenazi or Sephardic, which are like the two different sects.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. This is wild. I truly just thought it was a religion.
It's very complicated.
So you've done 23andMe?
I have yet to do it because you have to like spit. You have to not have had anything for half an hour, which is like really hard for me. And except when I first wake up, but I'm so thirsty when I first wake up.
You don't think it's weird to spit in a cup and send it off to a lab and then they're like, here's what you are?
No.
I think it's so crazy.
I don't know.
And then
have
your
this-
phone knows where you are all the time.
I
just
know.
want to give people more
Well,
information.
I get mad because my phone sometimes doesn't recognize my face. And I'm like, so I had like buffalo chicken deep into the night. Sue me. Let me in, you know?
Do you have a 10?
Yeah.
So do you open it with your face?
Yeah.
See, I don't want Apple to scan my face.
Okay, but like, let me ask you why. This is what I don't get. Because there are a lot of instances where I'm like, yo, I wish we had the contents of that person's phone earlier.
True. Well, I mean, I'm not like hiding anything. I'm not going to like do bad things.
Oh, Nicole, we know you are not hiding anything.
I truly just put it all out there.
Yeah.
I want you to look at my Tinder profile.
Okay.
And then if you're listening to this podcast and you want to see my Tinder profile, you can go to my Facebook page. And I believe the link is in the description. You're
Okay.
welcome.
The infamous dildo. Wow, I'm surprised. No one has mentioned the fact that not only are you holding a giant dildo, but your shirt has a mouth across your boobs.
Yeah, it's a monster shirt for a monster dick.
Okay. So this is the first.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do this? Scroll.
Swipe.
Okay. I got a fat ass, so if you're not into it, bye, whatever. I like people with a sense of humor because life is too fucking long not to laugh. I like that, Nicole.
Thank you.
DTF, down to figure skate or fuck or farm or fly a kite, whichever is easier. Okay. So, oh, this picture's cute with the cactuses and the pink.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm sitting against a pink wall and I'm wearing overalls.
Also phallic.
You think that's phallic?
Well, the cactuses are phallic. I'm just saying, if you're going to open with a big dildo and then you're going to have... I'm just saying.
I gotta let them know that I like penises.
Can I ask you why? Because I think it'd be pretty obvious to them if you came up on their shirt.
I don't know. I think they're silly. I have like a penis earring that I wear every day. I just think they're so silly.
I mean, this one of you and it's not Charlie.
Clyde. My dog Clyde.
I feel like you started to like Clyde more than Charlie, and I'm like upset. I feel like Charlie's like the Jan of the house.
He kind of is.
Ugh.
My dog Charlie.
And he's so sweet.
He's very sweet and he's so nice. I just love that Clyde is mean, and he's tiny and mean sometimes.
Did you
but
meet
then
him on
he's
Tinder?
So nice. I did meet my dog Clyde on Tinder. I was swiping, and I was like, oh my god, I matched with this dog, and I think he's like kind of cute. No, I rescued him from a house in North Hollywood.
His dick is way smaller than this, though.
Clyde's, it's so tiny.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm gonna say. I don't like it.
I know.
I think I have. I think that I'm different from your other guests because. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you've had a lot of people who you're very close to on the show, but when we met, like, it wasn't like a comedy thing.
No, because it was.
I mean, sort of, because like, but we weren't like doing comedy together. So I feel like we haven't, like, I think you're really funny. I know you're really funny, but it's not like that's where the basis of our friendship came from. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I feel, I don't know. I'm just like, we know you like dick because if I'm a dude and I'm swiping and it comes up. But also it's like, so you like big dicks. And that's the first thing that you want people to know about you. I mean, you look very pretty in this picture.
Thank you.
And you are very pretty, and I like this relaxed curl that's going on now.
Thank you. It's my wig's a little ratty, but
what do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I keep going back and forth between I just want someone to hook up with on the regular, and I want a fulfilling relationship. Right now I'm not working, so now I'm of the mind where I want a nice, fulfilling relationship.
Okay. So let's talk about like one night stands for real, because you talk about them a lot on your podcast. I know that your character on Loosely Exactly Nicole has them a lot. Do you have one night stands?
Yes. I don't as much anymore, just because I think I've just become very tired of strange dick.
Yeah.
And I was working a lot, so I wasn't drinking as much.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm drinking and go to a bar, it's very easy to find a dude and bring him home.
Yeah.
Or if I'm drinking, I can swipe and just find a guy and be like, are you out already? Let's meet up or whatever. So then when I was working, I wasn't doing that. And then it's been very tough to get back into that mindset and to just do it. Because then also I should be writing and doing things and I'm not. And I feel weird about that. So to answer your question, no, I'm not having one night stands right now.
And did you enjoy having one night stands?
I think I enjoyed them as they were happening. But then the next day I'd be like,
Yeah.
that was, it's like when you eat things with lots of sodium where you're like, this is good now, and then you're immediately hungry after because sodium's not good for you. I think that's what a one-night stand is. It's like a bunch of Chinese food.
And your iPhone 10 doesn't recognize your face.
Well, I don't have a 10. I have, I think, the 8.
Yeah.
I just can't get with the no home button.
It's hard.
I really don't like that.
No, yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
They were like, you need more screen. And I don't need more screen.
I know. We can
But that
tell.
camera's very nice.
I think it's the same as yours. But, okay. So, I mean, what's the question here? Like, I like this. I like people with a sense of humor because life is too fucking long not to laugh. It's a little genuine.
It's very genuine. Life is so long.
Right.
People are like, life is short. I don't know what life they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like a year is 365 days. That's so many days.
Yeah.
The question is, do you like my profile? Do you hate my profile?
I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Okay.
I think you deserve better than this profile.
Oh, no.
Depending on what you're looking for. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that the guy, like a guy that is, I'm not saying that a guy isn't worthy of you if they, okay, hold on. I'm not saying that the guy who will be worthy of you won't appreciate like this picture or something, but I just don't think that you need to give it to them right now. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I
Yes.
heard you say on a podcast that like it weeds out a lot of people because like there are people who will be able to see through it and see that that's funny. But I also think it would weed out some people. Like, look, I think like women who are funny and who have their shit seemingly together in some senses and, you know, can afford to live on their own and whatever are a little scary to begin with. And it's not to say that like a man who's like scared of that is a piece of shit. Like I do think that like it's you're already weeding out people by being like a strong, funny woman with a good career. So I just think you could give some more men a chance to know you without this maybe even being like your first picture.
Fair. Also maybe it's like a defense mechanism where I'm like, because I did take the picture away or I put it like fourth or something a while ago and I wasn't matching with people. So then I was getting antsy and I was like, well, I want to match with people. So I have to put it back up.
Yeah.
But it is truly, as of late, attracting not good people.
Yeah.
Like this one guy, I matched with him maybe 2 weeks ago and we had been talking and we were having a very nice conversation. I was like, okay, he's kind of cute. I like him. His name is weird. It was like a very strange name, but like a made up name. It was like, I won't say it, but it was it was a weird name. It was like, blah, 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 blah. It was just like a lot of letters.
All consonants?
Basically. And there was no vowels, maybe one vowel. And I was like, oh, this is great. Maybe I'll meet up with him or whatever. And then immediately there was like a hard turn. And then he was like, when do you want to fuck? And I was like, oh, not ever, right? I don't want to fuck you. I'd rather go out on a couple dates with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just get so sad sometimes.
I know.
And truly, I'm like, maybe there is nobody out there for me. Maybe I will just be alone for the rest of my life.
Well, you won't be.
But maybe I will be. I've been alone for I just went over this. 31 years.
So did you take this screenshot of your profile 3 years ago? Because it says 28.
Oh, I can't change it on Facebook.
Okay.
They won't let me. And originally, I had set it on Facebook as younger because I didn't want people to know how old I was.
Yeah.
Because sometimes casting directors will be like, they're too old. And it's like, but they don't look that old. And they're like, well, they are 35. And it's like, well, let's not put age there. So then, I don't know, IMDb put my age up so it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Is your age on the internet?
There's been like people like talk shit about me because they think I put a fake age on the internet. I never did that, and somebody somebody insists on putting a fake age, and like my dad even went in to change it once, and I was like, Dad, for real? And he's like, what? And they were like, no, you're wrong. And he was like, I was there. So does the internet say you're older or younger? Younger, and it like fluctuates. And so I could tell like people like probably from my college are like trying to get in there because it'll like go to the wrong age for like a little while. And I'm like, oh, you just like are guessing.
Interesting.
I know.
I take mine off Wikipedia routinely.
Really?
I don't want it. I don't want people to be like, she's too old for something. Yeah. It's really annoying. I know. And it's something men don't have to deal with. I know. Men can literally be dead dumpsters and they'll prop them up and put them in movies.
Like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, there's a literal movie about how a dead man is better than anything else.
Yeah. They really should have cast a woman in that part. But I do think that you have D's up for defenses.
I do. I put up walls and oh, wait. Before we talk about my walls, we got to take a break. And we're back. What dream. I do think I put up walls. I do think I'm actually very scared to actually be in a relationship. Because people in my life die. I have like a lot of death in my life. So I guess sometimes in my brain, I think if I actually find someone and fall in love with them, that they'll just leave me. And then I'll just be in the same predicament that I'm in now, except I'll be like, he's dead.
Right.
I'm not looking for him. I found him and now he's dead.
Right.
So maybe that's because I do think me being insistent on not changing this photo is a little bit of a wall.
Yeah.
Because then I'm just like, I don't know. They don't get it.
Right. I know. And I mean, like, I'm like abrasive and aggressive. And like that was like a funny thing that I would do to men. I mean, I like still do it to my husband, but he's married to like legally bound, so he can't do anything. But you know, and then it would be like, oh, even if I was gonna get rejected, it would be because like I sent them like you're a monster shrimp emoji, you know. Which it was a text I sent to my husband before he was my husband or boyfriend. When I got out of my last relationship, I went like super hard the other way where I was like, someone would ask me to coffee. And they'd be like, do you drink coffee? And I'm like, yeah, but I like dinner better. Do you eat dinner? You know what I mean? And I was like, I will be taken to dinner. Like I was like, I'm all about that D. D is for dinner, you know? And I was like that's I was like, this is how women should be treated, you know. And it was interesting. I mean, men are scared. They're scared.
But I also think women are scared. I think everyone's scared.
No, I do too. And I mean, I think that like that is the thing is like what do you want? Like, what is your ideal situation? Like, a person who's not going to die in the near future.
Someone who's healthy, sturdy, won't die on me. I think in my brain, the perfect man would be attractive to me, which doesn't mean attractive to a lot of people because I do love chubby men, and sometimes people don't find that attractive. I do. Because I don't want like a thin man. But then also I don't want to say I don't want something when maybe that's what I need. I don't know. I just want someone who, I think appearance aside, is just financially sound, working, and treats me well. Yeah. I think that's what I want.
Yeah. I'm like, this is going to be so gross to all your listeners. So maybe edit it out. But like, this is what was like, I was so scared of being seen, but like that's all like that is how I feel like about my husband. Like he sees me. And so like everything like before that I was like trying to like not be seen. Like that's like I'd like say this shit or you know what I mean? Like do this shit. And I mean, is that something you feel like you relate to?
What do you mean by be seen? Like being vulnerable?
Yeah, I guess
I'm not very vulnerable. Yeah. This podcast is the most vulnerable I've ever been. Yeah, I guess I get scared that maybe someone will get to know me and be like,
reject you. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I know all of it, I don't want it.
Right.
And I've had guys be like, oh, you got a lot on your plate when I've been open with them.
Yeah.
And that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good when someone's like, you're truly dealing with a lot and you come with a lot of baggage and issues. Yeah. You're just like, okay, doesn't everybody? Yeah. Why is that a thing that you felt necessary to say to me?
Well, that is like not the dude.
You're right.
And
I
it
also
sucks.
I've been bad with trying to date lately. I think I've given up.
Really?
A little bit. I will swipe on Tinder and I'll swipe on Bumble. And I'm on Raya and OkCupid. I'll go on them periodically, but I don't have a drive for it right now.
Yeah.
And I think it's because, like, last summer, I had a chunk of time before I started writing my show, And in my head, I was like, this is the time. You're going to be writing your show. You'll shoot it. You're going to be here. So you might as well start dating aggressively now. So maybe you'll find someone. And since you're not traveling, you can like actually have like the start of a relationship. And I was like very excited about that. And then that fizzled out. And then I started shooting. And those were like 16-hour days.
Yeah.
And they were long. And I didn't want to date anyone then, and then I wrapped, and now I'm just like waiting to hear if it's going to be renewed or canceled or whatever is going to happen to it. So I think now I'm just tired.
Yeah.
And I don't have it in me. Because dating is like a job. You have to talk to people, and small talk is hard, and you have to get to know someone,
But
and then they're going to say
big talk
something
is harder.
stupid. Huh?
I said big talk is harder.
I guess
sound terrible.
Big talk is harder. But like, small talk is hard and big talk is hard.
Yeah.
Where you're talking about like actual things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I want in my life.
Also, like I've never had a dick, but I don't know what it would be like to be a guy. Like I don't know if guys know like, oh, I have a huge like if they have like a nice sized penis.
I think men know their dick size.
Okay, but like what if someone has like an average sized penis? You don't want to go out with them.
No, it will be fine. And then also you don't even have a penis. If I end up with a woman,
Right.
she won't have one, or maybe she will. I don't know what I'm going to end up with.
Yeah.
Because I'm very open to anybody. I don't know. I refuse
Open to anybody and nobody.
Truly, yes. In my brain is like, ooh, the door's open for anybody to walk through. But then in my other brain, it's like, no, it's closed and you can't have anybody because you need to guard yourself so you don't get hurt.
Right.
But I guess dicks aren't as important as I make them out to be.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think like it's really funny and like
Thank you.
But here's the thing is that a dude who sees your profile, whatever, they can see you talking about it on Conan. You know what I mean? And, like, you don't need to double down on the dick.
Are you sure that's not the hill I want to die on? Just being like, I just want a big dick. That's all I want. But then also, I feel like you should know it's kind of a joke. Maybe,
yeah.
But then again, I don't know. Most of the people on Tinder don't do comedy, and
I mean, I think I was swiping for my friend the other day on Bumble, and then we went on Tinder, and Tinder is like a cavernous pit of hell.
It's gross.
I didn't swipe yes once, and it wasn't even me. It wasn't even for me.
But the issue I have with Bumble is men do not respond to me.
Yeah.
I messaged a man on Bumble, maybe this was 2 weeks ago, and he was a chef, and I wrote, I'm a terrible chef. Maybe one night I'll make you dinner so you just have a change. Eat some bad food. And then he didn't respond.
Yeah.
That's the issue I have on Bumble, where I have to initiate the conversation.
Right.
But then men can choose not to respond.
That's like, they are bizarre to me why people would want to match on Bumble specifically, because it has that like timer.
Yeah. It makes me anxious.
But it's also like, I kind of get like the heebie-jeebies from like guys' profiles anyway.
The whole online dating thing it's weird because you're taking everything at face value.
Yeah.
You're just reading empty words that don't have meaning because you can't hear the voice behind them. And it's all very superficial.
Yeah.
It's like shopping for apples. You're looking for things without bruises.
Yeah.
That's a bad analogy. But I
I
mean well, you don't know if the apple's good until you bite it. No, it's a great analogy. It was a perfect analogy. Yeah, online dating sucks, but then in real life dating, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Okay, well,
LA's
what do you...
clicky. If you go to a bar, it's very hard to, like, find someone fun to talk to who's not like, excuse you, I'm talking to all of my friends.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm the asshole.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, well, first of all, like, what do you have hobbies besides working?
No. Not really. Well, I was roller skating But that's I was doing private lessons, so I was alone.
Oh my God, that is so cool. But then do you go to like Moonlight Rollerway and like...
I have, but I'm very bad, so I don't
Yeah.
roller skate. So I literally sit there and watch my friends.
No, I'm so bad at roller
I can't
skating.
do it.
No, me either.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
But I can't join like a soccer league because I leave town often and I don't run.
You keep saying you leave town. Where do you go?
Touring.
Okay.
I go and I do shows at colleges for kids who either enjoy it or hate it.
Yeah.
There's literally no in between. Yeah, so it's like I'm gone a lot of weekends and then I work a lot. So I don't know.
But I was more like asking about hobbies, not to like meet people, but to like have a full life outside of it, so that when it like what if something comes around, it's not like the full black or white situation of it. It's just like...
Sure. I swim a lot.
Where do you swim?
In
You
my
can tell me later.
pool.
At a pool?
I have a pool.
Oh, right.
You can come over and swim if you
I
like.
want to. You're in that pool every damn day.
I
I'm
truly
so jealous.
love swimming.
I know. I'm like, it's kind of chilly out today, and she's at that damn pool.
I will swim when it's ice cold out.
Yeah.
I just like it. I think I'm making up for lost time because there was a very long chunk in my life where I didn't swim because I was like, what if someone sees me in this bathing suit? Now I'm like, I don't give one shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Molly.
Nicole.
If you weren't married and if you were into women, would you date me?
Well, that's what I'm saying about like the Nicole I met. Tell me if you think I'm wrong that I'm having this like observation that I feel like I met you in a different way, so I feel like I know you differently. Like you to me aren't like funny. Comedy isn't the first thing that I would use to describe you.
You don't think I'm funny?
Oh my God.
Molly!
Nicole.
No, it's fine.
Do you know what I mean though?
Well, when we met, we were doing... what was
like
it?
The upfronts or something?
Yeah, maybe we met at upfronts, or maybe it was
I mean, we like had real conversations.
Yes.
Far before we like...
Well, yeah, like you are a comedic actress and you are inherently funny, but like we don't do like bits.
Yeah.
We're not like when I get together with comedy people, it's like bit, and no real conversations happen sometimes.
Yeah.
So when we met, we were having like real conversations.
Yeah.
So I guess, you did meet me as someone who could have a conversation and be a real person.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I present myself as a person who doesn't know how to have a conversation and only wants to be like, tee-hee-hee, let's be funny.
Yeah, and I do that too. It's like, that's like the scariest, when it's happening and you're in your head, you're like, stop it, you psycho. This is horrible, and you just can't stop. And you're like, what's the deal with apples? But so if I were a lesbian and I wasn't married, I would date the girl that I met who had like her heart a little open,
Molly, thank you.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. Sometimes people are like, no, but it's okay. You can't make everyone date you.
Well, I mean, I'm not a lesbian and I am married. So
yes, so we will never date.
No. Get it through your head.
Yes.
Finally.
I get it. Finally. I mean, I did lure you here to try to make you break up with your husband and date me.
No.
Where'd you go on your honeymoon?
We went to Hawaii first, and then we went to Europe like a few months
How
later.
long was your honeymoon?
Well, no, we didn't go from Hawaii to Europe. There were like months in between. So it was like we went to Hawaii right after because we were going to get married in Hawaii, but then we didn't.
Is he an actor as well or no?
No. He's an editor. He edits movie trailers.
Oh, fun. So do you like that you guys don't do the same thing?
Oh my God, yes.
But it's fun that he edits trailers, so like he knows acting, kind of. So like he understands what you talk about, right?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like really annoying because first of all, I'm like, you're so hot. It'd be so easy for you to get parts. Like I'm like jealous of you. And I wish you could act at all because I try to run lines with him. And I'm like, can you speak English? Like, what is going on? And I'm like, this would just be so easy for you if you could just like speak this sentence as if it was like coming out of a human's mouth.
It is very funny when people can't read lines like a human being.
Yeah, it's so weird. And I'm like, why are you so nervous sitting here in our bed that you thought the word like the said like tree stump or something?
That's very funny. My sister can't run lines with me. She's very bad at it. She'll be like, and then he said he wanted to go to the store.
She's doing it all in iambic pentameter.
Why can't you just say it like you normally speak?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, yeah. Well, no, he doesn't really get it because he like edits like big movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, or trailers. But he's like learning. Like I said, he grew up like so Christian. He like did not see a movie before 2002.
Really?
Yeah. It was like Air Bud or Beethoven, and that was it.
That's wild.
I know.
That's crazy.
He was like the drummer of the Jonas Brothers. Yeah.
Wait, he was the drummer of the Jonas Brothers?
Yeah. Like they have a drummer, because like they're all like.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they don't do that anymore, but.
I mean, I don't really know anything about the Jonas Brothers. I just know that Nick Jonas is so fucking hot.
Okay. They're from New Jersey, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll be like, hey, Nick, I'm also from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Do you want to, like, just talk about the East Coast and fuck?
So he's, like, learning, like, now it's so weird because he knows no movies before, and now he, like, has seen every movie that's come out in the last 3 years. But I like, make him watch old movies, so he literally thinks, like, Lily Tomlin is, like, the biggest star on the planet.
She is. She's perfect.
I know. Like, he's like, oh, Working Girl, awesome. Like, can we watch Working Girl again tonight? Or, like...
That's adorable.
Yeah. So, it's funny.
Well, you found a good one. Molly,
Yeah.
do you have anything you want to plug?
No.
There's not one thing that you want people to... like, anything? Nothing?
No, I closed my Etsy shop down. And,
You had an Etsy shop?
I'm telling you, Nicole, I found some hobbies. No, whatever. I don't think I was, like, very entertaining, so.
I think you were very entertaining. Molly, just tell people anything.
Oh my God. Okay, I have a really cute dog. Her name is Franny.
You have a great Instagram. They can follow you on Instagram.
You can follow me on Instagram.
Follow her on Twitter.
At Molly Tarlov. You can follow me on Twitter at Molly Tarlov.
I feel like I'm like abusing you. You're like, fine, I guess.
No, it's just, it's like so, it's so, I honestly, right now, I mean, I have a pilot right now that I wrote that, whatever. I mean, how many times has that come through this microphone? But I truly feel like a housewife who doesn't cook or clean.
Honestly, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I'm in my house and I'm like, I like find things to fill my days.
Yeah.
I like get my nails done a lot.
I mean, I literally did you see the jean jacket I embroidered?
It's really cute.
Right?
How long did that take you?
Just a few hours.
You should sell denim jackets that are embroidered.
It's like, the selling business isn't for me because I don't like package things.
Yeah,
and
you
send
gotta
them
package them and ship them. It's a whole thing.
It's a lot.
Well, anyway, thank you for listening to Why Won't You Date Me? Molly, thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Thank you, Nicole.
Truly,
I love you.
What a dream. If you like it, please subscribe, leave a comment, review it, say something nasty to me, or just say something nice, and I'll read it. Bye-bye.
was a HeadGum podcast.